My name's Molly. We're from America. We moved here about 4 years ago. I work in the technology industry.
My name's Chris. I work in nonprofits and civil society. A couple of reasons. One, both of us work full-time, and so it's very helpful to have somebody who can help around getting Eleanor from school or help her get up in the morning or just be around if one of us can't. And then the other thing is sometimes we both travel for work, and it's nice to have another person to help. Between a kid and a rambunctious dog, it's helpful. I feel like I had no expectations, sort of like having a child. I didn't know what we were getting into. We were looking, I guess, in the end for somebody from Africa because the Netherlands is very white, as you probably know. And I have an adopted African-American sister, and there was part of it that was just wanting Eleanor to have a little diversity in her life. So that was the only kind of requirement we had, that they'd maybe done some childcare before, had a sibling, somebody in their family that they'd helped raise, but we didn't have many requirements or expectations, and so far so good.
I mean, I guess we weren't sure, right? And I feel like you always maybe feel like you're taking a risk, especially having someone move into your house for like a year and take care of your child. I think the thing for me, Abigail was just clearly like very, very intelligent. I felt like she knew how to represent herself and her interests, and that was important to me. I thought that signaled a good match for us, that she'd be willing to, you know, advocate for herself and do that so that we could work through any like problems that might develop and things like that. I mean, as we said, what we were looking for, like having another set of hands sometimes, particularly when it's only one of us at home if the other one's traveling. And also, I think having someone around who's maybe more patient sometimes with Eleanor at times when we might be kind of exhausted or something. You know, it's nice that she has someone she feels like is like a friend rather than a parent around sometimes to play with.
I wouldn't say shocks. I think there are some differences in sort of how people approach discipline, and sort of we may be a little stricter sometimes, and that's just something that, you know, as Molly said, is also somewhat of a benefit at times to have a person who may end up feeling more like a friend sometimes than a parent. So that's good ultimately, but that was something that we talked about a little bit, just how much space before you really say no, you can't do that. So that was the only thing culturally.